The BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to read the rewards of trading with the prices going up or down. Over on Dixie for the daily, we are seeing a pretty strong rejection. So if this continues, that could be positive for crypto as we do have a lower low after a lower high. This could create a bearish continuation to drop us lower. And again, we do have that inverse relationship. So usually when this goes down, crypto would end up going up. My hair's a little goofy. Sorry about that. Bugging me in the reflection there. Apparently it just wants to stick up. VWAP is pushing down. We do have a lower high, so watch for a lower low. If we continue with a lower low, momentum will continue lower, money flow will break, and then again, we could see that inverse relationship continue. Over on Bitcoin dominance, we are continuing to pull back. We are a little flat. Again, we would want to pump up a little bit, then see a retracement. You don't want to just go straight up or straight down. That's not healthy for anything. So don't expect a straight shot, and don't get worried if you see a little bit of a pullback. Pullbacks are natural and they need to occur if we're going to have proper market conditions. Over on total for the daily, we do have an indecision candle. We tried to hit that 936 like we said to watch for, but we are struggling to overcome it. We don't really have much decision if we want to push up or down, as we have the same long upper and lower shadow candle. So watch for the next candle to give us confirmation on the next trend. Stochastic does want to push up, RSI is trying to push forward, VWAP is gaining strength, momentum is pushing up, and that money flow is in the red, but if that VWAP stays bullish, we will continue higher. Over on total for the daily, we do have rising bombs with flat tops, so this could create a rising triangle. That rising triangle could still try to break that resistance. That VWAP is holding bullish after favoring bearish. When we favored bearish, we didn't drop too bad. We did get a little bit of a retracement. We shot straight up very quick, and we pulled back. Again, healthy market moves there because you don't want to just continue your way up and up and up, because remember, the more you continue up without retracing, the harder that crash out's going to be. VWAP does want to push up, momentum does want to break that neutral, and money flows in the green. If this maintains, we will see higher time frames gain strength, and we will continue to push up. Over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, it does look like we are retracing a little bit here as well. The RSI is pulling back, stochastic is running, money flow is weakening, VWAP does want to push up, and momentum is dropping away. Keep an eye on that VWAP though, it could reverse that momentum soon. Over on the 1 hour, we do have, I would say this could be a descending channel here. A descending channel would try to push you up. That would be dependent on if these highs and lows connect very well. You might capture these highs here, say that's a freak breakout there. Yeah, this would be a descending channel if you're considering that a freak breakout. A descending channel would attempt to push you forward, usually after the third touch to the top. So I would watch for a bullish continuation here. We do have a higher low with a potential continuation to make a higher high. If we can make a higher high here, that may give us that retest of our channel, then that continuation forward to break that 100K still. Stochastic does want to round. VWAP is pushing up after getting a higher low and a higher high, so that is a good bullish trend. Momentum is pushing up, and money flow does want to continue. If this can maintain over the night, we do still have that chance to break up. Over on Bitcoin for the daily, we do have an attempt to break down. RSI is pulling back, stochastic starting to round. That VWAP's very flat. Momentum does want to push up. We will drop those links for you. There's the Mastering the Trade link and the Discord link. Remember, they're all for free. But VWAP does want to push up. Momentum does want to gain strength. That money flow is starting to pull back. Keep an eye on that VWAP. If it makes a break here, we could reject. So we did have this loose bull flag here. Again, that's why you want to wait for more touches. Ideally, after 2 touches at the bottom and 2 to the top, you would have a more solid flag. We drew that very loosely because we did have a little bit of consolidation, but it, again, was just the beginning of a potential consolidation. Now, stochastic does want to push up. VWAP is trying to gain strength. Momentum does want to break that neutral, and money flow is trying to push forward. So the only positive thing I'd say here is we could try to make a different consolidation zone like right here. And if this were to be our consolidation zone, we would attempt to break forward because this would be a bull flag. We would draw this from here, extend that out if I can grab the right part, and that would give us that 100K break still. But that's going to be dependent on this VWAP staying bullish. Right now, we do have a pretty strong bullish trend. So if that continues, that will push momentum higher. Money flow will break green. And if that money flow stays green for several hours, that will give the daily higher or more strength and break us up higher. So over on graph for the daily, we did break that support level of that 436. So again, exercise caution. Just watch for a continued pullback, but we could make another like true test to the top of this channel and then continue forward. So I'm not going to say it's the end of the world unless we break this channel. Then we may start to see some lower targets here. So our stochastic does want to round. RSI is pretty flat. VWAP is flat. Momentum does want to gain strength, and money flow is in the bearish territory. But if that VWAP starts to pull back, we will continue to deepen. That would give us the environment for stronger red candles. So watch that VWAP close. We do want to push that momentum forward like we're seeing on this 1 hour. Over on the 1 hour, we have higher lows with higher highs. So here's a low, a high, a low, a high. So low, low, that's higher, high, high, that's higher. And we are pushing up. That does give us a bullish trend. That bullish trend can help continue to push us up. Now on the 1 hour, we did get a true retest here. So we don't have to see that retest on the daily. I was just laying that out as a possibility. Now we have a mini bear flag that could be happening here as we have a small push down with the consolidation zone. It's a very tight zone and it's a very small breakdown, so not going to be very much action. At worst, we push back down toward this consolidation zone based on that. Stochastic doesn't want to push up. RSI is trying to gain strength. VWAP again does have a bullish trend, so if that VWAP stays in this bullish trend, momentum will push up, money flow will gain strength, and higher time frames will be able to push forward. Over on Anchor for the daily, does look like we are retesting that support, breaking it as well. We're a little shy of a bearish engulfing candle. So again, watch for confirmation, because if we get a bearish engulfing candle here, that would try to bring us lower. Stochastic does want to push down. RSI is losing strength. VWAP is starting to pull back, so keep an eye on that VWAP. Momentum is starting to curl as a result, and money flow is losing strength. Over on the 1 hour, we did get a retest of the support level, and we just shot right through it. We did try to break through, and we were unable to break back to the upside, and we currently are seeing a struggle to break back to the upside as well. So I would watch for this to be a lower high. If we get a lower high here, I would watch for some lower lows from there. VWAP is starting to push down. Momentum is starting to round. Money flow does want to break bullish. So if that VWAP can maintain this bullish trend by staying above that neutral, then momentum and money flow could continue forward, which would push us higher, again strengthening the higher time frames and giving us an environment for strong green candles. So XRP wanted to defy our wedge. That wedge was a lower time frame pattern. We'll cover how that kind of got invalidated on the lower time frame. Stochastic does want to push up. VWAP is gaining strength. Momentum does want to push, and that money flow is trying to break green. Again, this shows why you want to trade on confirmation, not just trade because it's a green day or a red day. So again, try to break that mentality. Some of you are kind of vulnerable to that mentality of, oh, it's green, I need to buy. Oh, it's red, I need to sell. No, you need to do the opposite. When it's red, you want to buy. When it's green, you want to sell, because you want to buy when people are fearful and sell when people are greedy. Stochastic is starting to round. RSI is pushing up. VWAP does have a very strong push, and momentum is running up. That money flow is in the green, but I would watch. We did push up very quick, and this is potentially forming a long upper shadow candle. If we do get a long upper shadow candle, that could show we did reject this consolidation range. We did warn that that could be retested at some point, and if we do reject that range, that's where we're going to fall to those lower consolidation zones. So we didn't quite get a retest here. We kind of just shot right through. That VWAP was in a strong bullish trend as we approach what would be the tip of this pattern, though. So keep that in mind as well. If that VWAP is on the bullish side, you can invalidate a bearish pattern. Likewise, if it's bullish, you can see a bullish pattern breakout. But if it's bearish, you're going to see a bearish pattern play out. And if it's bearish on a bullish pattern, you're going to see that bullish pattern possibly get invalidated. So keep that in mind. That's why we covered this VWAP. It is a very important indicator as it's showing how volume and price are moving together. Over on again, more on that in the Mastering the Trade. We did drop that link in the comments. Stochastic does want to push up. RSI is pretty maxed out right now, so I would keep an eye on Stochastic. If it starts to curl back, we could see RSI pull back, but we did hold our support level, so that is positive. If we can continue to hold this support, we do have that chance to push up. Our momentum is pushing up as that VWAP is bullish. So again, watch these lower time frames. Over on the 1 hour, we did get a bounce off that support, which is also our value area high right now. So if we continue seeing green candles, we can continue to push up. Again, we did shoot up very quickly without getting very much retracement. So we did shoot down very quickly as a response. That's why you don't want to see these quick moves, and you want these healthy pushes up with push down. You want that market to move up and down, kind of like teetering. You don't want just to shoot for the moon or shoot for the ground, because if you're shooting for the moon, you're going to run out, you're going to come crashing down, not going to be very good, probably going to sell at a loss too. VWAP is ending up pushing down. Momentum does want to round. Money flow is breaking down. Overall, I would watch. We do have a higher low, so if followed with a higher high, we do still have a chance to break that resistance, but that VWAP does need to stay bullish, much like everything else. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and join us in that Discord.